Hello guys, this is me, Coach Vilius. I'm World Snooker coach, and today we're gonna talk about very common problem in snooker and cue sports is aiming across the ball. I will explain how it looks like to aim across the ball, what kind of problems it makes for the player, and how to solve them with the specific practice drills using no balls, cue ball, and object ball. Okay, so what I want to present to you that if we're gonna use block line as a reference, then when people playing straight shots, I'm gonna use block line as a pocket. Like I'm gonna use two balls here. So this is the pocket. And when players walk into the shot, butt of the cue means the where you hold your back arm, more or less, somewhere here, is pointing across the ball. So if the line is straight, across the ball means butt of the cue is like this. So let's say if I'm gonna aim to the center of the cue ball, at least it's gonna look like that. But butt of the cue is gonna point to the left from my line. I'm aiming across the ball. If opposite situation happens, butt of the cue is pointing to the right. To prove my point, I'm gonna use basic square chalks as a reference point. And I put it in between block lines so you could see equally from left and right side. So if you're coming to the ball across the ball, you see I touch the chalk from the left side. So sometimes people think that aiming center, but butt of the cue is pointing right. And for me, it looks really strange and I feel that I'm offline. Similar situation if the cue is aiming from the right side, like this. So from here, people tend to put left-hand side if the butt of the cue is to the left, and here, butt of the cue is to the right, left-hand side. So that's the problem, and it's very difficult to have consistency in your cueing as well, because if you're aiming across the ball, that means you have to hit across the ball. And that's why players can miss simple shots, and sometimes they can put long shots, but they can miss simple shots because technique is inconsistent, aiming is inconsistent. So now I'm gonna show you a drill what you can do to improve your walk-in. So we're gonna start without using cue balls to have no distractions. And my task is going to walk in into the shot without disturbing chalks. So I'm gonna use reference points as green spot, so green spot. And I'm gonna now walk into the shot without disturbing those chalks. Putting my tip here. And I want to make sure that my middle part of the cue, butt of the cue is on the line. Because if your butt of the cue is on the line, so it's much more likely you're gonna put tip position to intended cue ball spot. So as you walk in, and it's also gonna make your head position going totally straight to the line without going sideways. Because if you're gonna go sideways with your head, you're gonna push your cue offline to the left. But if you're gonna go with your head straight, then you're gonna put your cue on the line and your head on the line and chin on the line, and you're gonna see the line much more square to the shot. Not side on like this, but much more square. Depending on your eye preference, you're gonna find your perfect spot. So you walk in and you do this, making sure that your cue tip is in between those two lines, left and right side. So if the tip is pointing here, that means you put in left hand side. If the tip is pointing from the block line here, you put in right hand side. So now let's use cue ball. You walk into the shot and you do this. And do this for 5 to 10 minutes. Walk in and making sure that your butt of the cue is not touching chalks. And that only is gonna make your shot approach way more accurate, way more precise as you walk in. So do this for 5 to 10 minutes using just yellow or green spot. So focusing on this alignment is gonna make your stance better. You're gonna walk for your personal eye preferences to the correct spot, and you're gonna present your cue better. And you're also gonna walk into the shot smoother. So legs cue, you see, I present my legs and cue first, and dropping down gradually with the head. So this is what teaches me to do. So this is the first part of the exercise. Now I want to show you second part of the exercise. Now we're gonna use second part of the exercise is we're gonna use only cue ball, okay? And my part of this routine is gonna be walk into the shot without disturbing those reds. So what often happens, the player is coming from left to right and to the center. You see, I touch the reds. This is not good because you never know are you gonna come straight or not. So that's too much risk involved in the shot approach. So what you see from the modern players especially, they present their bridge hand and cue immediately to the line. So as they walk into the shot, I just want to make sure, they put in their bridge and cue first, you see? So I only could see the middle part of the cue ball. And I really go into the shot straight like that. So this is a very good practice. And now I'm gonna hit the cue ball, and I also, I'm gonna teach my cueing properly. So I want to make sure that I get through the ball without disturbing those reds. So I walk into the shot. And go back. Now I'm gonna use yellow. For those who are saying that you cannot use other balls, sorry. I'm just gonna use yellow ball. Walk into the shot, totally straight. Stand up. This is the second part of the exercise, how you can actually teach your alignment. And now once you get good, now we're gonna use object ball and cue ball. So this is the third part of the exercise. And by the way, guys, I teach you all those things in my mentorship program, working on all-round game, technique, game knowledge, and mental side of the game, from total beginners to professional levels. So if you're interested, all the description and information is below the below comments. So now walking to the shot, now I'm gonna put any ball on the blue ball spot, and I'm just gonna try to repeat the same pattern. In this case, to work on alignment, I will try to put object ball and cue ball to the same pocket. Walk into the shot without disturbing balls. And in off. Wasn't 100%, but I'm working on this. And this is a great practice for you to improve your alignment. And you will notice that in the real game situations, once you're gonna do this exercise, you're gonna feel much more precise the way you present your cue to the line, the way you present your bridge to the line, your head position, your stance is gonna be affected automatically. So I want to wish you this. This is the structure, what you're going to do. And that's gonna help you with your alignment issues.